cooking in Zelda is something that always looks easier said than done to me. So, I decided to put it to the test. Could I, a singular goober, cook the same way that Link does? Will I actually regain hearts? Or make some dubious food? The world may never know.
But the world will know because I did it on stream. twitch.tv/BerryCrape. Make sure you go on my follow and also subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thanks, bye.
So, to cook accurately to the game, I decided that I needed to do it outside the exact same way that Link does. I also had to bring a wok, start a fire, and wear my Zelda cosplay because why not?
I don't really wear heels that much.
The second order of business was to decide what I actually wanted to cook. I scrolled through the recipes page for a long time trying to find something that was impressive, would taste good, and was easy enough that an idiot could do it. At last, I decided to make the beef curry. I actually cook curry in my free time, so it was something that I was comfortable enough with to try outside. I decided for my laundry list of thrown together ingredients that I would need an onion, a potato, carrots, curry mix, and beef. However, I did leave out one problem. The rice. I have never cooked rice traditionally in my entire 24 years of living. I have only made it in the rice cooker I bought when I was in college and have never replaced in my life. To be able to cook the rice, I had to start at the very beginning. We had to go farm our own. No. I'm not farming my own rice. No. However, I will start my own fire. So I gathered some wood, some sticks, some... What are they called? Tumbleweed tassely boys? Throw them in there, got my lighter, and lit it up. Also, we did need lighter fluid, and my dog had to pee. I don't know why she did it on stream, but she felt compelled to, and I didn't want to tell her no. Also, do not add lighter fluid to already lit fire. This is not for you kiddies to be doing at home, so viewer discretion is advised. I dumped about a cup of rice into the wok and was honestly praying that everything would walk out okay. Then I grabbed the hose and put about 3 cups of water into the 1 cup of rice. No, I did not wash it. No, I do not care. So do not comment about how I should have washed my rice. In the words of Link, I think bacteria, food poisoning, infection could have made me stronger and given me more hearts for the rest of my journey against Ganon. After the rice started boiling a little bit, I put a lid on it and decided it was time to use the Master Sword. At first, I was cutting the meat with the Master Sword, which was still covered in the lubricant that it came with. So let's hope I don't get double sick. But halfway through, I realized that it simply wasn't sharp enough to get the cuts that I really needed. After bargaining with Chad a little bit, I decided it was time to bring out the real knife, and I got to business. We cut and diced the meat. Then we slish/swad the onions. Are you following me? And finally, we 360 no-scoped the carrots that would aid in making the best curry I've ever had in my life. No, I was not paid to say that. And with that, I would like to talk about the sponsor of the video. Yes, me, myself, and I. Make sure you check out the greatest Twitch stream known to man, twitch.tv/BerryCrape, where you can use your free Prime sub to get the best emotes on the entire website that I drew myself. No bias. Make sure you comment where you came from and give me a big smiley face. Anyways, back to the scheduled programming. After rounds and rounds of dumping more lighter fluid on this not already lit fire that keeps going out every 2 seconds, we could finally take the rice off of the fire. Fortunately, it turned out perfect, and I was absolutely in love with the rice that I just made. Scoop after scoop, you could tell that it was not only cooked all the way through, but wasn't even overcooked. Out of my entire fake culinary career, this is the most proud I've been of myself in a long time. Now that the hard part is over, it is time to add the sizzling onions, the chilies 2 for $5, baby. After they started cooking a little bit, it was also about time for the meat, for the schmeat. Get it all up in there. A few camera deaths later, Rip F in the chat. I decided to sprinkle it a little bit with some Goron spice. The Japanese 7 spice, baby. Do you remember those veggies that we unsuccessfully cut? Because I do, and they absolutely haunt my dreams. Well, it was time for them to perish in the great bonfire of Dark Souls 3. And after another gold split reset on the fire, we were cooking. At this point, I guesstimated that the meal would probably take around 15 minutes to really cook into itself. We wanted to make sure that the potatoes were all the way done, the meat was all the way done, and the carrots were done, so it wouldn't be a really chewy, smushy kids' cuisine crap attack. With my newfound time, I decided to perform some Fortnite dances for the kiddies. Then I did a cartwheel. Then I did a handstand. Now it's time to check on my meal. In the words of Gordon Ramsay, "You idiot sandwich, it almost boiled all the way over. Also, there are large pieces of cardboard that flew off into the meal." However, I was hungry, satiated, ready to dig into the meal that I had created myself. Taking 4 blocks of curry mix, I whoosh it in there, mix, twirl, then saw that it was a little bit too thick for my liking, so I grabbed my trusty hose and the moment we've all been waiting for. Can this archaic e-girl actually make a meal? The answer, drumroll please, is yes. It was actually pretty good. It tasted just like the curry I made on the stovetop, but a little bit spicy because I was heavy-handed with the Goron spice. You know how it is. It was so good that I called my neighbor to see if he wanted to try it for himself. One phone call later and an overheated camera, I decided it was time to put it to an end. One long PP later, that was the end of my cooking adventure. All in all, I think that Link's way of cooking is actually pretty practical and enjoyable from the standpoint of being in a zombie apocalypse. Or a Category 5 hurricane that might have just hit your house and took out your friends and also took out your shed, but you know, nobody's counting. If you're safer than me, I challenge you to try and maybe cook something new for yourself. You never know what new experiences and new challenges might bring to your culinary repertoire. Anyways, make sure you subscribe, like the video, leave a comment, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye!